club in London, 2002, got approached by a really odd skinhead who tried to take me back to Soho to meet a friend of his who was dying, because said friend wanted me to tell his life story. Said friend had grown up in Orkney at the same time as I did. It wasn't anybody that I remembered or knew. And I said no, because I thought he was a weirdo. A month later, a box arrives at my record company office. Inside, I find the belongings of a dead friend whose name's Desiree. There's records. There were some photographs wrapped in greaseproof paper, and there was a mini disc player with several numbered discs. I open up the photographs. They're photographs of Orkney from the late 60s, early 70s, which is when I lived there. One of them is wrapped in greaseproof paper. I open it, and there's a picture of some kids standing in line at an ice cream van. It would have been 1978 or so. And standing in the queue, waiting for some ice cream, is me, age 7, 8, wearing a yellow cagoule. And I thought, something really fishy is going on here. So I listened through to the mini discs, and I find on them the story of Desiree's life, dictated by Desiree himself, detailing how he grew up in Orkney and wound up working as a transgendered prostitute in London. And the book is a transcription of the story on the mini discs. Desiree's life is told by Desiree.
Yeah, this guy grew up in Orkney, and he discovered as a teenager, his first sort of sexual encounters, that he had this incredible gift for that when, with even the slightest touch of sex with him, slightest sort of grope, feel, kiss, people see angels in orchards, the most divine sex they've ever had. And so he comes to recognise this, and he looks for how to use it, but he's not that great a hustler, really. He ends up, he comes down, he goes through Loch Broom, beside Ullapool, he comes to Edinburgh and Glasgow for a few years, he spent there, and then he moves to London. As soon as he gets to London, he gets mugged, a group of guys, he loses everything, and this kind sort of Romanian guy helps him. It turns out he's a pimp, and puts him into a molly house in near Soho, St Giles, and he works for him, and it's a fairly sort of rapid sort of a downturn he has, really. I mean, he only really is in London for, how long was he in London?
I think it's 8. It might be 8 years, yeah. So we were. Orkney's a big character at the beginning of the book, and there's an awful lot of space given over just to the description of the island, because it's so important in Desiree's life. And London, I think, is given a similar treatment. It's almost as though these places are organic, and certain things that he can't get, certain kind of emotional comforts, if you will, that he can't get from the people in his life. You feel sometimes he gets them from the places that he's, especially Orkney. He talks about it in very human terms, and London is given a similar treatment.
Not so much in a way of me directing myself, because Christine Devaney, she's directing it as well, and so it's a pair of us together, so it's been absolutely vital to have an outside eye in that way, and anything that I've done that I've been directing, there's always been someone else that's been directing it as well.
Yeah, I'm going to be playing the music live every night.
So actually we had the idea that when we play at St Magnus Festival, we're playing on that, and it is a music festival and so on as well. But, like in the past, we had tried to look at getting the show on up there, and that the idea of Luke coming from there as well, and that then to tie in the music, and it was going to just happen at the St Magnus Festival for the 3 dates, the 3 performances we have there. That there would be a live score, and then the rest of the time we would have, it would be recorded, Luke's versions of music, but it would be recorded. But on the last development week we did in Soho, it seemed apparent to the powers that be, I think, listeners, John and Caroline and so on, how strong it was to have Luke there as a presence. And we all felt and Luke was up for it, that it becomes a two-hander really. That way, it fits in with everything the way that we've been progressing with it up till now as well. So yeah, we're going to be in this together.
I mean, the way that we're using it, or the way that I'm trying to use it is in as organic a way as possible. What I'm trying to avoid doing, as much as I can, is underlining emotions. Kind of avoid doing that, and more trying to frame moments. You see what I mean?